I started with 10 students.
Okay.
9 of them have completed the university. Some have been teaching in Krobo Girls.
Oh, is that what?
One is teaching in Krobo Girls.
One is teaching in Krobo.
Others, like the lady among them is chartered. It's a chartered accountant.
I'm coming. Let me talk to my people. You see, this is I feel so overwhelmed. Hey!
But
I'm even speechless. Hey! These are some of the things we expect to see in our communities. These are some of the things that can move us from, first step to the next step. Chama, shake me. I tap into your blessings. Hi, lovely people. Family, friends. I hope you are doing well. Thank God so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. All right, so you all know the power of the internet, especially social media. So I've been surfing social media and I came across this gentleman. I know by the name Villa. Yeah, he's doing amazing, well in his society. He's a philanthropic person. So I decided to come around. This is Lower Manya Krobo in the eastern region of Ghana. And so I've landed and I said, let me come around and get to know the inspiration behind this whole thing. So I'm here to engage him. You are going to hear more. Stick and stay. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So Zilla, come over. Zilla, you're welcome to Village Boy YouTube channel.
Yo, thanks so much.
Right, it's my honor to have you, man.
Okay.
It's my honor to have you. I think we've been talking over the internet.
Yes.
But today we've met in person. I'm super impressed, and the story we are going to share. I've been seeing all those kind of stuff, so yeah. I am guessing that at the end of this conversation, it's going to be wonderful.
Of course. Of course. There are a lot of things.
All right. So today might be your first time being on Village Boy YouTube channel.
Yeah,
who is Zilla?
Oh, my name is Patrick Ban Odople.
Okay.
I come from Lassie, Odumase Krobo, to be precise.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've been here for my whole life. I just went to school in KNUST and then I had to be back.
Okay.
So I've been here for, let's say, 8 years doing this work.
Amazing.
Trying to change perceptions. That is what we want to do. We want to change perceptions. And we believe that you have to know what is into details before you can change something. But if you just wake up and then you want to change certain things, you have it wrong.
Okay.
So that is the reason why I had to be here myself and then be in the problem to find a solution to it.
Wow. This conversation is going to be interesting. All right, so we want to take it right from the genesis. Yeah. What inspired you to, come up with this kind of this initiative? Great, is it Achievers Network? Yeah. What's the inspiration behind? Like,
I had this problem with my class when I was young.
Okay.
See, I skipped class and other stuff, but I was talked to, and I realized that I can go back to track.
Okay, so you skip class as in half?
Yeah, when I was in JHS, like
you were stubborn.
A little bit. Where the environment, see, environmental factor.
Okay.
I stayed in Agomenya and then at the market.
Okay.
And then we're allowed to roam, do everything we want. We sleep late. You don't see anybody taking a book. Nobody so. It's more like the life they are living. That is the kind of life we were living because we were younger. So I had to move and stay at Odumase, where at least a little bit of my brothers were in school.
Okay.
So they will push you to study.
Okay.
So I had to repeat my class when I was in Form 2, JHS 2, when I was going to JHS 3. So I was like, okay, I can do it. If others are doing it, I can do it. So I managed, and when I got to SHS, I had to pass. I went to ICROSEC, and then I was one of the best students.
Amazing.
So
wow.
I had a
Then
scholarship.
I'm standing here with the best students.
Yeah, so I had a scholarship to Tech.
Incredible. Okay.
So when I got to K University, I realized that there are a lot of opportunities.
Okay.
But my people don't put in much effort to be able to get those opportunities out there. So I decided, okay, I will create a platform where I can put intellectuals together to help my people down there, so that we teach the kids how best they can maybe tap those informations and then get to the top as we've also getting to.
Okay. From the beginning, you told us that you started this 8 years ago.
Yeah, when I was on campus.
When you were on campus. Yeah. So, like, what's your source of funding? And like, okay, you tell us, what's your source of funding?
Through friends. I have friends.
Okay, who also believed in what you're doing?
Yeah, I had to start with my own funding, my little monies that I had to get. And then most at times too, we do projects.
Okay.
Like landscaping.
Okay.
We do landscaping, flowering for people. And then out of those monies, I had to use it to fund the projects that I'm doing.
Okay. Someone may not know the actual things that we are talking here. What are some of the projects you embark, like as you do for the community?
When I started the Achievers Network, the idea was to teach them, for them to get to the university.
Okay. So is it all levels?
Yes, we start from the basic.
Okay.
From class 4.
Class 4, okay.
Yeah, and then with the ones in primary, like class 1 to 3, we just teach them the times table and how to get to know words.
Okay.
Because we believe that when you are able to combine words, it will be easy for you to express yourself.
Okay.
And then at the same time, when you know the mathematical table, you can move around with your maths.
Okay.
So when you get to the upper primary, then we'll teach you how you are going to use the ones that you've learned in the lower primary.
Okay.
And then we continue that way, and then we build you till you get to the university.
Wow.
And so that is what we started with. So I also brought up the initiative that, okay, I want to green my community. So I went to Jowolo, where they established grass and stuff. I had my auntie there, and then I went to stay 2 years with her. Then later on, I had to learn those flowers,
kind of stuff,
landscaping and things, and then come back to my community to help out. So I started, and then they were following. So I use the kids that I teach. I tell them that, okay, they are also supposed to do something for the community.
Wow.
So instead of me charging them, I also allow them on Saturday to also work for the community, we green the community. So these are some of the things that we've engaged in. And then for the past years, from 2017, I took up the initiative of the Manya Krobo community game, which is the Mayen Gala.
Okay.
Every year in October, we have this our festival, the Mayen Festival. And then I had to just lobby and get that opportunity to organize the festival gala.
Okay.
So now we've changed the name to Manya Krobo Community Games. What I wanted to do is to bring every Krobo footballer together so that we push them to the level that they want to get to.
This is incredible, man. So are you in a team, or you are doing it as a single person?
Yeah, I have a team, but as the founder, I need to work more.
Sure.
So I do most of the works. I do the write-ups, and then I do the up and fronts, and then the rest to do whatever they are supposed to do. So we are team-like.
So in this community, are the people getting the concept of Operation Green Your Community or your surroundings? Do they actually understand that kind of thing? Because planting grasses, trees at the vantage points. Do they really understand?
Yeah, you see, one thing I believe in is that when you want to sell out a new concept, and you focus the concept on your friends and then the people that are aged, you lose it. But when you rather teach the younger ones coming up, they pick up very quickly, and then they love to do projects, they love to do things, they want to work. So when you initiate them and then you put them to something, because everybody is a leader.
For sure.
So when you allow them to do things on their own, they become empowered. And then even when you are not there, they will do it and just come and show you a result that, okay, I've done this, I've done that. And then, so we took up the major post office, the Lower Manya post office, College Home. And then if you see that place, it's very nasty last 2 years. And then we have to green that place. We have to change it. When we're doing it, people were like, we're wasting our time. You completed university and then you are here doing this
kind of
like,
stuff.
They go to my mom, complaining to my mom. And I was like, nah, it is me. It is my thing. But now they are seeing the change. A lot of things have happened within the period of 3 years when I started this grassing initiative. We've taken it to the school level. Now we've grown 2 schools, that is Akro Junior High and then Presby JHS. And the students are loving it.
Wow.
When you check my platform, you could see a lot of things going on. So I think that they are embracing it. Wow. Since they are seeing the change.
So people talking at your back, like, why are you wasting your time as a university graduate? Do you feel like discouraged in it, at a point in time?
When I completed my accounting, at a point in time in 3rd year, I chanced to do entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So in my entrepreneurship, I realized that, then if I have problem in my community, why won't I go fully into entrepreneurship?
Okay.
Study how it works and then come to my community and work it out. So I realized that it would take me longer years to do it. And I accepted the challenge.
Okay.
So it's a challenge I've accepted. The people that are talking wouldn't understand the challenge. So if I had to stop because they are talking, then it means that I'm a failure.
Wow.
Yeah, so I don't mind who
talks
about me. I just do what I can do best. Yeah.
I think this is really amazing because I must say that congratulations to you.
Oh yeah.
Because you've done really, really well. What are some of the challenges you face so far?
Good morning, everyone. We are here at Odumase Krobo JHS, and we are engaging them into smart waste solution. It's a waste management policy that we are bringing to all the schools. That is the basic schools in Lower Manya. What we are actually doing is that we are teaching them how they will be able to segregate their waste into the various components so that they can be controlled easily. I think that if we inculcate this in schools, we'll be able to have all our waste being controlled in our community. This is Pamizela.
Apart from maybe people talking at your back, other challenges you faced,
like
in terms of maybe funding, and other things that you can share with us as a challenge.
I think that we could have moved a little higher. But you see, in our community here, they believe in age than experience and then knowledge. Okay, so they feel like, if you are bringing up something, then it means that your senior brother or somebody needs to approve it, or somebody in the community needs to say yes. If it's not yes, then it means that you can't do it. So I had to sometimes break boundaries and do it before the person accepts it. It becomes a challenge. Sure. Even recently, my Manya Krobo community games that I'm doing, now the Manya planning committee has to give it to somebody in the name that the person has to do it. You see, and over the period of 6 years, I had to fund it myself, go online, meet people, so that we put ideas together to do it. But now they feel like, they are in authority, so they had to do it themselves. So I believe that if we give the younger ones that are coming up from the universities and stuff chances, they wouldn't leave their community. They would rather come and help the younger ones to grow like we want it.
Wow.
So I think those are the challenges. Aside financial, I know how to move around and then get some little fundings. But then if we could remove a little red tapes, like I'm older than you, I'm this, I'm that, I think it would really help us to get to where we want to get to.
That is so bad. That's so bad. So as a leader, because now you are fully, I would say that you're a leader, complete leader.
Of course.
All those things are, I think, they are challenges that will happen, will occur to you one way or another. So what are some of the things you think you can do to break those barriers, like to let people understand that it is not about age, but it is about the wisdom, the knowledge that you have, that you can actually, effect something good in your society?
Yeah, as I rightly said early on, like I go to the schools. I have schools that I go to. My target is the whole of Lower Manya.
And
the Manya as well.
Amazing.
So the school project actually is not about only landscaping and flowering.
Okay.
It's actually to give them the application of knowledge.
Okay.
Because I believe that if you learn, you get to the university and you can apply whatever you've been taught, then
it's a waste of time.
Yes. And the schooling wouldn't give you what you actually wanted. It is what you do with what you've learned. That is what makes you the money. And that is what we've been battling on.
Okay.
So instead of arguing my point out, I would rather go out and teach the younger ones how they are supposed to live.
Okay.
How they are supposed to start applying what they've been taught in the basic school.
Okay.
So, if you were taught at Greek how to like raise animals, then you can make a little coins out of it.
For sure.
So instead of just running around, just use maybe snail farming as your hobby. So when you go to the farm and go and get your snails, instead of selling them outright, why won't you keep them, nurture them, and then now you can start selling
in large quantities or something like that.
Then you can use it to support your education rather than saying that, okay, my mom doesn't have money today and she's like, I should stay home, I shouldn't go to school. So in essence of that, I really teach them a lot of things that practically they can work on to start empowering themselves rather than depending on their parents or the community for help.
This is incredible because I quite remember sometime we had a conversation on Facebook and you told me that the resources are available. I should make good use of it rather than maybe, shouting, chasing someone to come and do this, those things for us. And ever since I picked up that, idea from you, it has really helped me because I see every resource that I have to be something that is usable, like something that I can, depend on it and then improve upon something. Yeah. So I think your target too is on point because targeting the young ones, I think is incredible. It's incredible. Okay, so now let's let's progress. What are some other things that you would want to share with us on this platform?
Okay, we came up with a smart waste solution. This is how the landfill has become. And then when you check, it means that it has been more than 4 years here. And what we are doing is that we are first teaching them how they can take the rubbers out. So that after doing it, we will then go to the classrooms and teach them how they are going to segregate their waste. And then we wouldn't have this problem again that we are encountering today. So it is all about smart waste solution, teaching them how they are going to be able to segregate their waste from the start, from the source. And then if they do this continuously, we will not be having waste to be tackling with in this sport in our community. Peace out. You can see right
here.
Okay. It's a waste management policy.
This waste thing is affecting.
It's a waste management policy. And, waste is a resource. Waste in itself is a resource.
Sure.
But we managing it is the problem. Okay. So if let's say that I green my community and then a rubber has to fall on the ground, it is easy for you to pick up without a debt. And then it can be recycled into useful materials.
If the community is grass,
yes,
or is green,
yes,
you can pick a rubber without debt.
Yes,
and that is true.
So why would
you be too much? Continue.
Why will we just waste resources that can make us money? So instead of rather focusing on battling with people, I'd rather teach the younger ones how to segregate their waste from the source. So when they eat, I tell them where they are supposed to put each of the elements in the waste. And I think it has helped. Right now, we've made it as a policy that we are teaching the whole schools in Lower Manya. So we've moved a little bit ahead to meet the director, and then he's in agreement with us that we should do it on a larger scale for the schools and then the community as well. So now I'm choosing, I chose College Home as my pilot area, and we are doing massively well. Yeah, thank you.
Wow. Yeah. But what is just blowing my mind is how you make money and how you feed yourself, because all these things is like sacrificial job. It's like something that you are doing it willingly.
Yeah.
No one is paying you for that. And I must say that God bless you so much.
Bless you.
Because I love the fact that when I see my colleague also putting himself into those kind of volunteerism, giving back to the society or the community, is something that I think larger people need to come together to applaud such a person, because it's a good initiative. But in most of our communities, it happens that when you are doing like that, someone will say that you are just wasting your time here and there. They will be insulting you here and there. But I think all is good, because at the end of the day, you are going to enjoy the fruit of your what? Your labor, no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay, so students that you've taught, how what's the number? What's the population like? It's huge.
I actually started from 2012.
Okay.
Like, so when I was in the university, the second year, in my long vacation, I had to come down. I started with 10 students.
Okay.
9 of them have completed the university. Some have been teaching in Krobo Girls.
Oh, is that what?
One is teaching in Krobo Girls.
One is teaching in Krobo.
Others, like the lady among them is chartered. It's a chartered accountant.
I'm coming. Let me talk to my people. You see, this thing is I feel so overwhelmed. Hey,
But
I'm even speechless. Hey, these are some of the things we expect to see in our communities. These are some of the things that can move us from, first step to the next step. Chama, shake me. I tap into your blessings, man. Continue. I just don't know what to say. Continue.
So I realized that if we could focus more on the grounds, and the idea and the concept is that everybody can do something.
For sure.
Everybody, including a younger baby, can do something. But the only thing is that we are teaching them how to think, like what they are supposed to think. That is what we are implanting into them. Instead of just guiding them to think for themselves, we are rather teaching them like what to think. Hey, do this. I want you to do this course. I want you to do this. But like everybody is creative. See, that is the reason why when every younger kid is coming up, they can draw. Every kid can draw. Sure. Irrespective of the way they draw, they are happy. So instead of chastising them that your drawing is not good, why won't you lift that kid up? Like, hey, you can do better. Just look at this. Do it in this way. And they can do it. Even with our write-ups, look at our English that we write, our letter writings. They write, I am grateful to write you this letter. I hope by the grace of God. They are being taught what
of us.
You see,
that's what we are used to.
You see, so they should be creative in a way of doing it on their own. But the only thing is that tell them to think. Okay, you are with your friend. Why won't you, what you tell your friend, put it on paper? I'll correct it. Maybe, we played football, talked about it a little bit. And ask of him, because I'm grateful to write you this letter was a content by somebody else.
For sure.
It was a content by somebody else. So why won't you put it in a contest where they can also think outside the box and produce their own thing, rather than we squeezing them to
do this
only. No. So in as much as possible, we came up with a strategy that the one in the upper primary can teach the one in the lower primary, and then the one in the SHS can teach the ones in the JHS and the lower primaries, and the ones in the university can mentor the ones in the SHS. So if you get to the university first year, you'll be mentored. They'll teach you how to go around the university, how to make a little coins, how to do your rounds, how to register, how to go for your orientations and everything, how to get your room. When you are done with first year, you can be on your own.
Yeah, for sure.
So second year, you can also mentor somebody. So it is just a trend. So we don't need money
and doing
to do all these things, because I've given you that mileage to get to where you are. You can also help somebody. Somebody can also help somebody. So at the end, we can be in the community and we can all get to the top without we wasting any resources.
Amazing.
So that is the concept of the Achievers Network. So if the kids are coming up somebody is mentoring them. So we give you a project, maybe you are mentoring like 5 people. You should give us a report. How are they performing? Are we supposed to come in? So we go and see their parents and then they come in. I quite remember just recently, like last 2 weeks.
Okay.
I chanced on a lady, a small girl, at age 8.
Okay.
When we went to our project site. So when we're coming at Presby Church,
okay,
and then we met her selling akole, was it?
Okay.
Yes. And then I asked her, why is it that you are not in school? Because the class is like a distance away from where she's selling.
Okay.
But with the notion that she's selling for the kids to buy. So I interviewed her, and the reason was that the dad doesn't want her to go to school again, but she wants her to go and learn trade or something like that. I was like, no. So I had to send my brother to their home, try to find out, and it was true. So we absorbed her, even though she's 8, because we take students from age 13.
Okay.
Because they write exam, they go through interview before
you finally
we pick
consider them.
So
okay.
they teach them to that level where they can pass and become that successful before we bring them.
Okay.
But with her, I was really touched. We went there. I had to bring her to my place, and then she's doing marvelously well.
Wow,
At 8,
amazing.
she can really draw.
Wow.
Very well. So if we give this girl an opportunity, in the next 10 years to come, this girl can be a hero in the community. So I think that we just need to do more for ourselves and for others. Yeah.
Wow, incredible. All right. So in 5 years, where do you see yourself with this? Do you plan of stopping along the line?
I see my community becoming the best community.
The best community.
Yeah, that is what I see
Wow.
myself. I don't see myself becoming anything than what I'm doing.
Wow.
Because I've invested almost like 10, 15 years of my life doing this. So I don't think that nothing would just stop me from doing it.
Wow.
I just want to see the younger ones coming up also mentoring others. Yeah.
Wow. I think we had enough conversation, but I will then continue another time, because what you are doing, it's just like, I just don't know what to say, because hearing all these kind of stories you shared with me right now and with my viewers, it's amazing. If you have any last words to say, you can say so that we wrap up.
Well, okay. We've been nominated for the humanitarian award.
Okay. Congratulations. Yeah. Okay, so talk about it. Tell them so that they vote.
The humanitarian award global for best child education advocate of the year, and it's amazing. For being nominated, it means that you are doing something wonderful in your community. Yeah. And I would love the viewers to really support me and made me win what I'm really doing. Yeah. So my code specifically is star 800 star and 1111 hash. And then when you select, you go to 9382. That is my nomination code, and I know we would do best, and in winning we can do more than what we expected. Yeah.
Once again, your name?
Patrick Ba Oduple.
Patrick Ba Oduple.
Yeah, Oduple means Odeopio.
Odeopio.
Yeah, aka Kwame Zilla.
Kwame Zilla.
Yeah.
It's a nice time having you on this platform, Village Boy YouTube channel.
I also appreciate you.
Thank you so much for your time.
We'll fully come to
exactly.
Come and do a work
exactly.
So be expecting us.
Exactly. So viewers, thank you so much for making time with us up to this point. Share the content with your friends, your loved ones, your family, and everyone. He has been doing marvelously well. I wouldn't talk much. Just watch the entire video. You can re-watch over and over and over again, so that you also get into it and also do that marvelous job for your community. Thank you so much. I am your village boy. I'll come here again. Peace out.